Joy, yeah, we seen a whole lot of different stuff.
Mhm.
And it was bad. It was bad. And I wonder, I asked my mama and my grandmother. My grandmother lived in 98 when she passed. And I got an aunt now, she's 96 years old. She'll be 97 next year, next month. But I asked her, I said, how it was when y'all come up? She said, well, you know how bad it was when you come up. I said, yes, ma'am. She said, well, this put that time to it. She said, and I'll tell you how bad it was when we come up. So, it makes you wonder, and the black people, you used to go to the white people's house, they used to cook, wash for them. You go to a restaurant, the black people back there in the back cooking for them. But guess what? You couldn't go in the front door. When I was coming up in South Carolina, every restaurant you go to, I don't care where you go at, they had a front door and they had a back door. All of us had to go in the back door. When I first come up here in North Carolina, 54 years ago, in Roseville, Sherman Grill, it was the same way. Had a front door for the white folks, and the black people had to go in the back door. So, this been going on forever, 200 years. And Martin Luther King done a lot of things for this country. And he helped change a lot of things. But let me tell y'all something. We got a long way to go. We got a long way to go yet. And some things, and I'm not a negative person, now y'all won't take this wrong. Some of it will never change. We won't live to see the most of it change. Hoping that our children and our grandchildren can avoid some of this stuff. That's what we hope and pray for. Because we got a man up there right now. And I tell everybody, I ain't telling nobody who to vote for them or whatever. But let me tell y'all something. If this man get back in there, I'm gonna tell y'all something. We're gonna have to pray harder than we ever prayed in our life. Because he's got so much anger, and he already was a bad man. But he's got all of this anger and stuff in him now, and he gonna do whatever he can to destroy the black people, the Latino people, and any kind of people other than you white. Because he says on TV, he tells the white people all the time. He said, y'all ought to be glad for me, because I saved your community. That means he was trying to keep the black people out of the nice house development places and stuff like that. And he did. But if you get back in there, they're gonna see the full global and Donald Trump. So, but that's what I had to say. When Joy brought that up, I just had to say, Tom, I think a lot of light-skinned folks, like your color and her color, and shoes, I think a lot of times that y'all can get more breaks than somebody like me and Joy. What do you think about it, Joy?
Yes, sir.
I mean, if you think I'm wrong,
I know you can.
brother, you know I love you, man.
I know you can.
I'm black. I'm blacker
Oh,
than you.
we all are black. We're white, yeah.
But I just was trying to
I know you can.
prove a point. I was just trying to prove a point because I love it. Black is beautiful. But black is beautiful. But it is what it is. That's the way they look at us.
That's right.
That's the way they look at it.
That's right, baby. I want to say something to you.
So I'm through. I'm through, and thank you, Tom, for the time.
And the way you said is right. You bright skinned people can get more. You black, man. You black today. But back in our days, you might not have been black. You still were black though. When I was going to school, I mean I was in, I don't know, I was kind of cool and everything. But I was liking this girl, about y'all called, and she told me, she said, George, you're a nice guy, very nice guy. But it's one thing that I can't do. I can't date you because you're too dark. I told you this stuff, right?
That's right. Yes,
Yeah, by any chance that I have to have any kids, I don't want my kids to be dark. That's what she told me. I mean, I had to share
That's right. That's right.
Y'all was better than we were.
Yeah,
Back in them days,
Yeah,
it was bad to be black,
it was.
dark skin. If you call a man black, that was just like cussing him out. You call him all kinds of things. It was bad to have black skin back then.
That's right.
I'm telling you the truth.
That's
I
right.
just had to share that.
You are telling the truth.
Yeah, I had to share that.
Well, thank
She
you.
has a question here. Joy.
Huh?
Was she a white girl or light skinned girl?
It was a light skin girl. It was bright skin. Yeah, bright skin girl. Probably not 15 years old. I don't know.
Okay, Miss Sonia.
I work over in Wake County, and we had right whenever George Floyd, the incident came about, the school system started scrambling, started trying to bring awareness to equality, equity, inclusion, and diversity. So we started having professional development for teachers. How are we going to deal with this incident? How are we going to deal with equality, making sure that all of our black and brown kids feel equal in our school system?
Right.
So, and they know normally they don't ask me too much because they normally say exactly what I think.
Right.
And so we sitting in the media center and we got about 150 something teachers in our staff,
Wow.
So we sitting around tables talking about, what kind of things we've done differently. So they asked the question, so looking at our education, looking at our children now, what do you think have gone wrong? So one teacher may have said something like, well, we're not in communication with the parents. So it kind of ran to me. I said, well, to me, the worst thing that has happened is immigration. When I said that, it was like you could hear crickets.
Right.
And they was like, well, what? Miss Thomas, why do you say that? And I said, it's true, because we've lost our kids, our black and brown kids have lost their identity.
That's right.
They can go through school and never have a black teacher.
That's exactly right.
They can go through school and the only black folk they see is in the cafeteria, a bus driver, or custodian. That's the only, they can go through 13 years of school and never have a black teacher.
That's right.
And so they thought about it, and I said, so as far as, I said, and don't get me wrong, I love being black.
Amen.
I said, now, if you ain't black, I feel like that, you might be missing out on some stuff. And then they wanted to talk about, my experience in college. And I told them, I said, well, I went to the finest university in the world, North Carolina Central University, Eagle Pride. And I said, it's nothing like an HBCU experience. Now, talking, I just whenever you had said something about how maybe a white family may be raising a black child, they are missing out on something. Because even with our hair, white folks don't know how to take care of black folk hair. We get grease. They washing theirs out because it's greasy. We need to put grease in ours. You see what I'm saying? So, and I have had young women have asked the question, even at school, how do you take care of a black child's hair? They have adopted kids or whatever.
Right.
And they don't know.
That's right.
They don't know how to cook collard greens and things that we live off of, or that we find nourishing to our bodies. They don't know how to do that.
That's right.
And so what we identify as a race, no one else can experience it unless you are.
Amen.
Black.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
And so that's all I want to share. But this integration was the worst thing.
That's right. That's good.
It's our culture. This is who we are.
That's right.
The reason